Alright guys, so I was just going to carry on with these cosmic ramblings, sort of going on about stuff that I always think and feel. And today I thought I'd talk about something that I feel quite a lot about, the nature of reality and how there are multiple things sort of occurring all at once. There's the manifested world, the stuff, the objects, space, time, the body, the mind, thoughts, feelings, anything that happens in moments, anything that involves change. So things happen, they come, they go, they come and go. And then there's another aspect of reality which I believe to be transcendental, which kind of is essentially eternally present in the moment and not in manifest as such. It's just present, it's just the very essence of consciousness and awareness. In Hinduism, I think they refer to the manifested world as the Maya, the illusion, and there is the Maya, and then there's the fundamental reality which transcends the Maya, and which ultimately people who seek out enlightenment, or they seek out awareness of their true nature or true self, they try to find this transcendental essence. So I believe that these things, that's the way reality really is. So we have this manifested world, and it's in front of us, it's there every day. There's changes, we wake up, we do another day, we go back to sleep. But I also believe that we can kind of choose how we relate to this world, and our relationship with this world really determines how we feel about it to some extent, and how we experience it. So if we can find out our true nature, our transcendental self, then the manifested world, it feels a lot different, because it's not as all-encompassing, it's not as painful in a way, or as we are liberated from it. So we're not actually as enveloped by this thing as we might believe. So then what we do is we come from a place of source consciousness or presence, the transcendental self, because we identify that that's what we really are, and then we approach the Maya, we approach the illusion from this place of source consciousness. So we can be playful and light and peaceful, and the Maya then feels a lot differently. So some people call the Maya the illusion, or that life is like a dream, and in some ways I think it probably is. So what sort of dream are we going to choose? Are we going to have a good dream, or are we going to have a bad dream? And to some extent, I feel that the way society almost forces us to identify with the Maya by getting us to do things we don't want to do. We see ourselves in society, our roles, our jobs, our positions, our status, our money. There's all these identifications with the Maya constantly bombarded at us, saying, you are this, you are that, So, in many ways, no one's ever said, you're none of those things. You're none of those things. You're not your job, you're not the money, you're not the status, you're not the body, you're not your thoughts. We transcend all of those things. And in a way, there's scientific evidence of that, It's very obvious in a way, because For example, your body, throughout your lifespan, you have multiple physical manifestations of your actual body. So I think the longest lifespan of any cell in your body is about 7 years. And after that 7 years, that cell will regenerate and you'll get a new one. So throughout your lifetime, you're not even the same body. So then what element of yourself remains? And it's that element that transcends all changes, that transcends the Maya, that is present within, this place. It's just there, it's liberated from it. But there are changes happening all around, all the time. So that's what I feel like. So say with this thing we're doing here, this life-saving distractions thing, I have this feeling that in life, instead of, doing things that we don't like, why don't we do things that we do like, And then the dream that we're having can be a nice one, instead of one that, is a bummer, basically. So, turn on, tune in and drop out, I say. Through lots of meditation and cultivation of peace inside of ourselves, through breathing, through a constant inquiry. I think it was the Yogi Maharishi who, he was very keen on asking, who am I, as a, he loved that one. And I think the Zen people, they love that one as well. And I've spent a lot of time meditating on that question, who am I, who am I? And lots of things come up, all these labels and answers to that question. But eventually you just keep on asking it. And then, you go beyond the answers, and then there's the silence, and then just keep on asking it, who am I anyway? Who am I? What is this? Where am I? And just keep on doing it over and over again. And I think that part of us, that our transcendental nature, can be a big source for peace and happiness. When we realise that we are actually liberated already, there is body, there is changes, there is time and space, but something within ourselves presents us with a great opportunity for peace and love. So that's how I feel anyway, and that's my experience of life, and is what has helped me deal with difficult things in my life, is to go inward, meditate, cultivate the energy of peace, and soul search, really try to get to the bottom of what is actually going on here, like who I am, what I am, where I am. And somewhere in all of those inquiries, meditations, I feel I touched upon an element of my being which transcends this physical world, and now I always know that I have a window out of absolute despair, because I know that there's this part of me that is essentially liberated. But of course I'm still journeying deeper and getting to grips with life and all the rest of it. So, but I just believe in peace and love a lot, and I think it's really important, the energy of peace and love. So yeah, that's my cosmic rambling for the day. What do you think? Do you think that, or what? So I'll play a mantra then. And I really love this mantra in particular because it's very simple, and I think it always draws your attention to our transcendental nature. That's what I think, and it helps to cultivate peace and love energy. So I like this one, and it comes from the Hare Krishna tradition, a guy called Prabhupada. He was an Indian man who went to America, and he took this mantra with him to America and created the Hare Krishna movement. And it is supposed to be like spirituality for dummies or something. That's what it's been known to be called, just because it's so simple and to the point. But that's exactly why I like it. It's for us Westerners who have been caught up in you know, in the world or whatever. This mantra I feel is a really good stepping stone. Yeah, that's enough for me. Oh, and here's the mantra. I hope you have a great day, guys. Peace and love.